This is Big Leagues Country Roads Rankings. Yoo-hoo!
Hello once again, everybody, and welcome inside the Country Roads Rankings, brought to you by Knox Community Hospital. I am Travis Big League Berardi, KMAC Trav, and I am here with your top 10 small school football teams in Divisions 5, 6, and 7. But first, before we get into those top 10, let's talk about 6 teams just on the outside looking in. First, 2-0 teams. Danville, a team that is 2-0 that I believe has a chance at really making their mark in the KMAC this year with a lot of returning players. I said that on the Friday Night Pigskin preview show, and I still believe that to this day. Another team that's 2-0, Mapleton, out of the Firelands Conference, just on the outside looking in, but a couple of good wins so far, and we'll see if that can carry on to conference play in 2 weeks. Now to the 1-1 teams. Highland, big win against Fredericktown in Week 1, but they had a setback last week. We'll see if they can get a couple wins. They have a big opportunity coming up this Friday night, however, to jump into the top 10. Hillsdale, a team that was in the top 10, tough loss against Lucas. Came down to an extra point, another point after try that was missed, and you know what? It's just tough for them. Another team, Centerburg. They started in the top 10, but then dropped out due to a loss in Week 1. They win in Week 2. We'll have them live and free on the OH Report Friday night, so we'll see if they can get another win and get closer back to the top 10. And finally, a team that got their first win in Week 2 as well, Loudonville, after losing to the buzzsaw that is the Crestview Cougars. They got their first win of 2022 in Week 3. We'll see if they can continue that and get on to the top 10. Now to the top 10, and for the first time we can say the Buckeye Central Bucks are a Country Roads top 10 team. 2-0 this season. Nice wins against Crestline as well as holding off Fremont St. Joe's in week number 2. They are 2-0, and you know what? If they can continue the momentum, get a couple wins in the Northern 10 Conference, they might be making that playoff appearance. And I'm not just talking about those playoff appearances that were given to everybody in 2020, and actually an earned playoff appearance. That'll make the folks down at Chuck City feel real good, as Buckeye Central into the top 10 at number 10. Congratulations, boys, and continue the good work. At number 9, we have the East Knox Bulldogs. Yes, they fell to a tough Crestview team. They lost. They got shut out at home. But due to the rank of the team that they played, it was a top 10 matchup. And the way they won in Week 1, they get to stay in this top 10. I have them at number 9. They'll have chances to work their way back up as well this season. At number 8, a team first into the rankings this season, the Seneca East Tigers. One of those teams always with a good defense, a good running attack, and they're showing it again this year at number 8. At number 7, Fredericktown. They dropped down because of the loss to Highland in Week 1, gets a win in Week 2, and with some losses, they creep their way back up. They're at number 7. At number 6, it's the Calvert Senecas. Tiff and Calvert, they impressed in Week 1, really impressed Brian Skoronsky and myself with that victory over Mohawk, but continuing it in Week 2 as well, shutting out Monroeville in a big win. So, they're working their way up, and they have a chance possibly, winning their Sandusky Bay Conference division as well. They come in this week at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is the Northmore Golden Knights, 2-0, shutting out Elgin in Week 1 and then holding off South Central on the road thanks to Max Flowers, 2 touchdowns, 1 on the run, 1 through the air. They are sitting at 2-0, sitting pretty right now as they get ready for KMAC play. They have one more game, though, in the non-conference. Before doing so, they will start off with Cardington in KMAC play in 2 weeks. Our number 4 team, the Colonel Crawford Eagles. Colonel Crawford heading to Chet Looney Stadium against East Knox. Once again, another top 10 matchup in the Country Roads rankings. Can they get the win on the road and stay undefeated, or can the East Knox bounce back after the tough loss to Crestview and move their way up in the rankings? We will find out live and free. We're working once again with the WQEL squad, so you can also watch it on WQEL's Facebook page along with the OH Report Facebook page and our YouTube. At number 3, the Lucas Cubs. Big win at home. Well, you could say home, down at the Clear Fork Valley, thanks, in part to the guy on the UTV that decided to just rip up their field. That's still, I don't understand why you do that, but that's in the past now, and hopefully, Lucas can get their field fixed up after they go on the road for 2 weeks. But Lucas, big win against Hillsdale. They get win number 1, and they stay at number 3. At number 2, there's the Crestview Cougars. Crestview comes in after another huge statement victory over the East Knox Bulldogs. Crestview 2-0. They got a huge one coming up Friday night live and free on the OH Report, where they take on Dane Nauman and Highland. It's a matchup of 2 running backs in our top 10 in the stats rankings. You'll see that tomorrow night with myself and Hayden Gray. But Crestview continues to impress like we figured they would. They are 2-0. And then the top team, once again, the Cary Blue Devils. Cary, baby. You got to be the man. You got to beat the man. Nobody's been able to beat this squad in 17 straight tries after losing to Hopewell Loudon in last year's season opener. They are back at it at 2-0. And until they lose, they're going to remain up there at the top of the rankings. But that will do it now for the Country Roads rankings. Want to make sure to tune in on Friday night for the Pigskin. We'll have all the scores from across the area, as well as highlights and much more. And we have 6 live streams coming for you Friday night, football Friday night, as well as a couple more highlights coming your way. So a chock full schedule for us here, but that's what we love to do. And we'll see if these teams in the top 10 can remain there, if some upsets happen. I have a feeling this is going to be shaken up by the time I talk to you guys once again next week. But now, in the comments section, have at it. What do you like? What don't you like? What's your top 10? I want to know. But for now, I'm hitting those country roads, and I'm out.